55 years old, 5'3", eating over 2,300 calories, not on any HRT. She actually gained, yes, gained, but looked tighter and leaner overall. Today, I'm going to share with you guys the story of my client, Diana. She came to me at 54 years old wanting to lose the belly fat that she had regained after already doing a diet phase. If this story sounds familiar to you, stay tuned because I'm going to walk you guys through how we not only helped her build muscle, but shed off that body fat for good and completely transform how she looks at her physique at now 56 years old. So when Diana came to me, she actually had previously done a fitness competition working with another coach. And after her competition, she pretty much regained all the way back and kind of floundered a little bit on her own. She was still in the gym training 5 days a week and focusing on healthy foods, but didn't really have any structure or any method to the madness. So she quickly regained a lot of her weight back without any sort of guidance or instruction. Now, she's not a fitness competitor by profession. She's actually a veterinarian, has a teenage son. She really did this as a hobby just to see what her body could do. But again, at 54 years old, she found herself stuck and really didn't know what to do next. She said she was eating around 16 to 1700 calories, and you can see by her starting photos, she is pretty much storing a ton of body fat in the waist and in the glutes and thighs. So knowing that she had previously done a competition before, that really changed the game for how I approached her plan. Where a lot of my clients started building up calories, we saw some body recomposition changes, and a lot of times we see 5 to 10 pounds of loss first. With Diana, we actually went straight into a lean build, and she didn't lose weight. She actually gained, yes, gained, before we ever even talked about cutting. But here's the cool thing. You're gonna see in her photos, she's heavier in her end of lean build stage, yet her body is tighter. Tighter through the waist, tighter through the glutes, more definition in her legs, recomped her body, but also gained muscle in that process. Now hear me out on this because I know a lot of women won't do this, but the thought of gaining weight from that starting photo, I know is terrifying. And Diana is definitely a little bit of a unique case because she did come to me having worked with a coach before, having done a fitness competition, having some experience in and out of the gym. Her mindset was a bit different. She was willing to invest that time, go ahead and gain some muscle, but we didn't just do it blindly. I wouldn't have built up her calories and focused on building if I wasn't seeing those changes in her photos to begin with. So this is why I'm checking in with her week to week, monitoring her updates and deciding what to do with her calories. Now, if you're somebody who is scared of bringing up calories and you don't know when to make changes, you can always click the link below to book a call with me and we can talk about where you're at and what's appropriate for you. So from February all the way through July, we built up her calories, focused on lean building. And yes, she did gain weight on the scale, but looked tighter and leaner overall. 55 years old, 5'3", and she's eating over 2,300 calories and still seeing tightness throughout her whole physique. A lot of women think that's completely impossible, but even post-menopausal, yes, you can eat carbohydrates, you can build muscle. Diana is not on any HRT and she still saw amazing results. So once we felt like we maxed out that stage, that's when we decided to go into that dieting phase. And this is where the magic happens. So phase 2 with Diana was a fat loss phase. We decided to start a 16-week cut in July of that year and took her all the way until November. And in that time frame, she lost a significant amount of weight. She got completely shredded. What was really cool is at that end of the diet phase, she was so lean, and again, her body was so anabolic. As we started bringing her calories up into the holidays, she still got tighter and more defined and leaner. The diet after the diet is the most critical phase. Yes, you got to do the work in that fat loss phase, but if you don't do the work after, your results can slip away so quickly. I've seen this happen over and over again. Because I'm going to show you guys photos at the end of her diet phase in November of that year, all the way into February of the following year, where she is completed her reverse diet and still looking even better. Diana did an excellent job staying super focused on that reverse diet, even through the holidays. One of the questions that I'm commonly asked is, how long should a reverse diet phase be? So my rule of thumb is it should be roughly half the time you spent dieting. So in Diana's case, she was dieting for about 16 weeks. We actually took her reverse diet phase to about 8 to 10 weeks. And in that time frame, we're bringing calories up, reducing cardio cardio, and she's maintaining her weight. At the end of the reverse diet, she's eating close to 2,000 calories again per day and maintaining her weight at 123. If you've never done a reverse diet and you want help learning how to do that, you can click the link below to learn more about our coaching and book a call to speak with myself or someone from our team to see how we can help you with your goals. So from start to finish, you can see Diana started at 132. She did a complete reverse diet, lean build, followed by a fat loss phase, and then into another reverse. It was a full 1-year process, completely different body, completely different physique. By February of 2025, she felt strong and healthy and confident enough to decide to step back on stage. So today she's actually gotten her pro card and continues to compete at 56 years old. I love sharing her story because it is just a testament to when you trust the process, the results will be there. You don't have to wonder, you don't have to guess, you just follow along and you'll see how much your body can really change when you have the right guidance and the right structure in place. So if you are looking to transform your body, build muscle, lose body fat, and you want guidance on how to do that without all the guesswork, click the link below and you can find out more and book a call to speak with myself and someone from my team.